Hey, what's up you guys? It's Matt here, back again with another video. For today we're going to be going over my end of summer pickups. So basically these are my pickups from the past 3 months. I have some bangers in this video, so please stay till the end. I think it's over 40 pieces reviewed today, so I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, and starting off the footwear section of the video for the first pair, here we have Vism's Buey Trekker Folk. These ones are from the Fall-Winter 2012 collection. These take inspiration from the classic Clark's Wallaby, but obviously with a little bit Japanese twist to them. So we have here the typical Clark Wallaby silhouette in this mid cut. We have this really nice moccasin style toe. These ones are hand stitched. It sits atop a leather stacked midsole here and then a natural crepe rubber outsole. The uppers consist of a really soft and supple UK cowhide suede, and then obviously we have little touches that are quintessential Visvim. So we have a Visvim branded TPU heel support that wraps around the heel counter. We have this vegetable tanned leather wrapping along the opening of the shaft, and it actually includes African trade beading detailing. And of course we have the hand painted tongue tab that Visvim is known to put on their footwear. They are tagged a size 8 and they fit true to size. Really recommend this sort of elevated take on the Clark's Wallaby. Alright, next up here we have Visvim's Maliseet Shaman-Folk sneakers from the Spring Summer 2017 collection. So the Maliseet is their take on a blend of a Native American moccasin with streetwear elements. So they do add an ultralight EVA Phylon midsole to sort of blend American streetwear and Native American cultures. That EVA Phylon midsole is Visvim branded. We do have a plastic heel support counter that wraps around the heel itself. The uppers themselves are made from a vegetable tan Swedish cow suede. These have really nice structure to them, which is nice to see. On the toe itself, we have a hand stitched construction, as you can see. We do have African trade bead detailing here on the toe as well. We do have this fringed detailing here that wraps around the foot opening. Along with that, we do have tassel detailing on the heel itself. These do also feature raw leather laces, and then we have the typical Spring Summer 2017 hand painted tongue tab. Turning it around, these are handmade and tagged a size 10. I do recommend to go true to size with these if you guys are interested. All right, moving right along. Here we have Visvim's UT Mock Trainer sneakers. These are from the Fall Winter 2019 collection. And again, just like the sneakers before, we are blending sort of Native American moccasins with American streetwear. These do have a hand stitched moccasin toe like the ones before. Raw leather tassel detailing along with on the tongue itself. A Taiwanese mesh fabric here on the shaft, along with a hand-woven cotton detailing here on the back. We have some V stitching there as well. The uppers themselves use a vegetable tan Swedish cow suede. We do have a Kion leather tongue tab with Visvim branding using lacquer paint. These ones are handmade. As you can see the tag there. These are tagged a size 9.5. I do recommend to go up a half a size from your true size. So these would be best for a size 9 just because the toe box is on the narrower side. These ones are brand new and come with full set if you are interested. Just a really cool silhouette and sort of take on a Native American moccasin. All right, for the next sneaker, we are looking at Visvim's famous FBT sneakers. These ones are from the Spring Summer 2019 collection. The uppers are comprised of a very durable vegetable tan Swedish cow suede, and then we do have a EVA Phylon midsole TPU heel support, a hand-stitched moccasin toe construction, as you can see, raw leather lacing, raw leather tassel detailing. It does come with a removable fringe, so you could wear the sneakers like that or with the fringe on, however you prefer. These ones are tagged a size 10.5, and I recommend them from anyone from a size 10 to 10.5. We do have a custom Vibram rubber outsole. These ones are dead stock with full set if you guys are interested. But yeah, FBT is what made Visvim famous, and there is a good reason why. It's just such a perfect blend of a Native American moccasin with American streetwear sneakers. All right, moving right along. Here we have, once again, their famous FBT, but these ones are the Lhamo-Folk. So as you can see, these ones have just slight differences to them. It does have this different midsole, as you can see. Putting them side by side, you can see that these ones have more of a thicker midsole compared to these, as well as these ones do feature African trade bead detailing on the toe. These do not have raw leather laces. They have tonal cotton rope laces with brass lace tips, but pretty much other than that, it has similar detailing, a little bit different outsole, but at the end of the day, it is still a Visvim FBT. These ones are from the fall winter 2014 collection. You can see that really nice hand painted toe tab. These ones are tagged size 10, and I do recommend these for a size 9 to 9.5. They do fit a little bit small. The suede used on them is insanely supple, hairy, and soft. If you guys want to try an FBT for cheap, I'm telling you, check these guys out. I believe I have them listed for around $250. Such a good price point for them, and allows you guys to try out Visvim's most famous sneaker silhouette for cheap. All right, moving on. Here we have Visvim's Foley Folk sneakers. This is my favorite sneaker that Visvim makes by far. So if you guys aren't familiar, these are Visvim's take on the Adidas Stan Smith, but obviously it has just better construction and materials in general. Typically, the Foley Folk is a Goodyear welted sneaker. So as you can see, the outsole can actually be replaced after you wear them down. So these pretty much have the same construction as a Goodyear welted boot, but it is actually a sneaker. It uses a really durable UK cow hide leather. We do have some cow suede detailing here on the heel chimney and the tongue in this really nice purple colorway. These ones are from the spring summer 2017 collection. They are tagged a size 10. I do recommend to size down a half size with Foley Folks. So if you're a size 10.5, these should fit you perfect. We do have leather lining, cork footbed, a leather insole as well, so they're extremely comfortable and should mold to your feet over time, which is always good. Moving on, here we have another Foley Folk, just in a different colorway. These ones are constructed out of a vegetable tan Swedish cow suede in this really nice brown colorway. And then we do have some kangaroo leather detailing on the heel chimney along with the tongue itself. This was a spot release in 2019, I believe, and these are tagged a size 10. The outsole itself is Visvim's custom natural crepe rubber outsole. So these are extremely comfortable, just like the ones before, and it's just such a simple sneaker silhouette that's going to go with anything in your wardrobe, and I absolutely love these. All right, next up, this is the last Foley Folk. I promise. These ones are an actual personal pickup of mine. Found these dead stock on a Japanese auction website, and they're from fall winter 2013. So to have these sitting there to not be worn at all, very rare to see, so I knew I had to pick them up. Plus, these are constructed completely out of a kangaroo leather, which is extremely soft, lightweight, and thin, yet durable, and will patina over time very nicely. These sort of have a grayish tint to them with some navy detailing, but yeah, pretty much the same exact detailing as the ones shown before, except these ones just have a different hand-painted tongue tab, so we have a red cross here. Again, guys, get Foley Folks, try them please. My favorite sneaker from Visvim, so worth it. Okay, and next shoe that we'll be looking at, these are the Brigadier boots Folk from the Spring Summer 2023 collection. If you guys aren't familiar with Vism's Brigadier boot, this is their take on the Boondocker boot worn by brigadiers in the British Army during World War II. So this is sort of their inspiration. If you have seen older versions of this shoe, it usually does come with a day-night heel sole instead of this Vibram wedge sole. So this is the very first time Vism introduced sort of this rugged Vibram wedge sole as the outsole on these boots, and I think it elevates these boots so well, going from more of a dressy look to a rugged military look. The wedge sole is a tan colorway, which I think molds very well with sort of the earth tones that they chose on this boot. So much like most Vism boots, these are Goodyear welted by hand, so if you do need to resole them, that is no problem. The uppers themselves are constructed by an extremely soft and supple UK cowhide suede. We have leather stacked midsoles, and again the Vibram wedge sole. For details here, we have some brass lacing hardware along with some riveting, which is really nice. We have some tonal cotton rope laces with some brass lace tips. On the tongue itself, we have a Japanese Kion leather tongue tab featuring Vism branding using lacquer paint. Turning them around, we see this Goodyear handmade tag along with the size 9.5. I do recommend to go true to size with these, as you'll get the intended fit. And yeah, just a really versatile, rugged military style boot that will go well with really anything in your wardrobe. All right, and finishing up the footwear section of the video, we have one of my favorite Skagways that Vism has ever made. So these are the Skagway High Folk sneakers from the Spring Summer 2014 collection, characterized by the black peace sign on the tongue tab. So these being the Folk iteration of the Skagway means that these were handmade, unlike the usual Skagway that Vism makes. The midsole of these is actually stitched to the uppers, much like how a pair of boots are constructed. So you will not see any sole separation, and the outsole will be much more durable than the typical Skagway outsole that deteriorates very quickly. So the details on these specifically, again, we have a high silhouette. The Skagway takes inspiration from the Converse Chuck 70. They are constructed out of a beautiful floral printed cow suede, which is really interesting to see. And then we do have this printed suede patchwork design on the heel chimney along with the tongue. We do have brass lacing hardware, red tonal laces with brass lace tips, and then looking at the tongue itself, we can see that patchwork design throughout, which is such a cool touch in my opinion. The outsole itself has an aged yellowing effect on it with a really nice cowhide leather toe cap. The back features a hand-stitched suede patch detailing, which is a nice touch. And then here we have the typical Skagway Folk outsole, obviously American flag inspired, with some Vism branding as well. These ones are tagged a size 9. I originally got them for myself, but they ended up being a little bit too narrow for my feet. So I suggest if you guys are a size 9 with a narrow foot, you could fit these. If not, I would suggest these for people who have a size 8.5 foot. And yeah, these do feature leather lining, cork footbed, leather insole, all the things that we've come to know about Vism footwear that makes them so comfortable with time. Unfortunately, I can't keep these, but someone out there who's lucky enough and is interested, please hit me up and I'll be gladly to sell them to you. Highly recommend. All right, and moving on to the bottom section of the video for the first pair we'll be looking at. Here we have Vism's Fluxus 05 Crash 2 denim. These ones are from the Fall Winter 2007 collection, so they're extremely old, and you can see how well they have lasted. This is from their Fluxus denim line. This pretty much uses the same exact denim as their social sculpture. I believe they just switched the name around 2012, but these being the 05 cut, very similar to the 01. Both are inspired by the vintage Levi's 501 fit. We have a very classic straight leg with a high rise. This one does feature a zippered fly. We do have some really nice custom buttons and rivets. So we do have some Vism branding here, and then on the rivet itself, Vism branding as well. This being the Crash 2 damage processing, we have pretty neutral and regular fading throughout the entire leg, some slight whiskering here along the hip, and then we do have this ink blot staining here on one of the pockets, which is an interesting detail choice. On the back here, you can see we do have a snakeskin back patch, which is an awesome detail, and then this hidden zippered back pocket. But yeah, we do have sort of this ink stain detailing here on the back as well. Moving down below, we can see the legs do have a natural fading with honeycomb detailing. These ones do feature a selvage outseam. So this is their custom blue selvage denim, 14 ounces, woven on vintage shuttle looms. And yeah, just a basic washed out pair of straight leg denim. Can't recommend these enough. Here we have Visvim's Chino pants damaged from the spring summer 2023 collection. These ones are tagged a size 3 and fit close to a size 34 waist. For the spring summer 2023 collection, the Chino pants sort of have a straight leg with a regular fit throughout the waist with a slightly cropped length with a slight taper from the knee down, as you guys will see on the on body shots. But this has a really nice faded green to it with some damage processing, as you guys can see. Getting up close, we do have some dirt and paint mark detailing throughout the leg, along with some natural fading seen throughout the seams. We do have side inset pockets, a high rise with a button fly, and then a coin pocket here as well. The buttons here are Peerless branded. These by far are my favorite buttons that Vism has ever produced thus far. It does feature 2 inset back pockets with some darting and then a cinch back as well. Just a basic damaged green chino. These have been my go-to pants as of late. So versatile, and the cut on them is really flattering on my body. But yeah, so these have been a staple in my wardrobe, and I do recommend, if you guys like them, to check them out. A really good buy. All right, moving on to the next pair. Probably the pants that I'm most excited for. These ones are the Scout pants in a natural indigo dye cotton linen herringbone fabric. So these ones are from the fall winter 2013 collection and tagged a size 3. I would say they fit close to a 33 waist, but the Scout pants themselves have a slim silhouette, I would say, with a regular fit throughout the waist and a high rise with a gold plated zip fly, which I think is really nice. We do have a gold plated button as well with some Vism branding. The Scout pants also do feature these interesting patch pockets with a curved opening, as you can see. The fabric on these is really nice. It is a cotton and linen herringbone blend fabric, so they have a really nice lightweight to it. I'm going to be super breathable for Florida. And then obviously the natural indigo dye throughout is just incredible. I'm a sucker for a natural dye. As you can see, we have some color variation, and we even can see some green pigment hues throughout, which I think looks really nice. I assume these were damage processed as well. As you can see, this nice fading and puckering along the seams themselves. Turning them around, we have darting along the pockets. We have a patch pocket here, and then a buttoned pocket on this side, which is a really cool touch. And yeah, just a basic slim blue pair of pants. Great fabric, great dyeing on these, and it's just one of those pants that hit all the right boxes and check everything that you're looking for, and really excited to style these and wear these for the summer. All right, and finishing off the bottom section of the video, here we have the Travailler pants from the fall winter 2021 collection. These ones are tagged a size 4 and fit a a true to size 36 waist. So typically these pants do feature an oversized waist so that you can wear suspenders with them, but they have been tailored down to a normal waist size so that you can wear them without the suspenders, which I personally prefer since I'm not too confident in wearing suspenders. But nonetheless, these ones use a specially processed duck canvas fabric, which has really good weight to it and really nice texture. Along with that, these ones were garment dyed and damage processed by hand. So you can see it does have really nice fading throughout the leg, and then this hand patch repair work with paint splatter detailing throughout, which looks really authentic and natural. Looking over to the other side, again, patch repair work, paint splatter, really nice damage processing on these. Turning it around, we do have buttoned inset back pockets with some paint splatter detailing. These ones do have a high rise with a button fly. The buttons on these specifically are really cool. They are metal buttons that have been hand painted and then distressed as well. Gives it that really nice worn in and vintage character to them, which is a nice touch. Definitely matches with the vintage character on these. And yeah, basically just a straight fit pair of pants that will go with anything in your wardrobe, especially the more damaged offerings from Vism. This should pair well, fits in that same sort of vibe. All right, and starting off the accessories, for the first piece, we have Vism's Homer Tote French vegetable tan lamb leather from the fall winter 2021 collection. The retail on this piece was nearly $3,000, which is absolutely absurd. But when you really look at the details and the construction and materials, you can understand the insanely high price point. So again, this is their Homer Tote, first released back in 2011, and it was an instant hit. So basically, this is a large sized tote bag made out of a French vegetable tan lamb leather. As you can see, the natural hide processing along the leather is absolutely incredible. It has really supple and soft feel to it with some really cool natural texture to it. It does have some hand stitched elements throughout. So at the base of the handle itself, we have some hand stitched reinforcement, which is a nice touch. We do have a Kion leather tab detailing with some Vism branding. And then we do have a pretty interesting closure system. We have a raw leather tassel lace that wraps in between these lacing holes and then wraps all the way around, and you can actually wrap it around the strap to make it secure, which is a really interesting take on a closure system. Definitely a lot more interesting than a zipper itself. Opening it up, we have a really large real estate, which is awesome to see in a tote bag. This is going to make it super versatile to fit anything and everything that you'll need inside. It does feature an interior zip pocket. This thing is huge, and then this is a gold-plated rear zipper. Here you can see the Vism tag on the inside. This inside is lined in a really durable cotton canvas fabric, which I think is a really good touch. And yeah, basically a large size tote bag in this incredible lamb leather. All right, and finishing off the bags for the video, here we have this incredible spring summer 2018 ICT shoulder bag. This one uses an incredible mud dyed German brain tanned buckskin suede. So this is the same suede that we typically see on the back patch of social sculpture denim, but those are usually indigo dyed. This one is mud dyed, which I think looks incredible. You can see it has really nice color variation and fading throughout the bag. The thickness of the leather used is absolutely incredible. I mean, that's almost a 1/4 inch thick, which is just really impressive. Does have really nice fading on the shoulder handle itself. You can see the fading on the back. It does feature these really cool velvet side tabs. These are also mud dyed, and that is on either side. We do have a simple flap over construction, and then it does have a indigo dyed Kazuri fabric patch, which is a really cool detail. So opening it up, we basically have sort of a mid-sized bag. I would say you could fit maybe a notebook in there and a few of your belongings, keys, phone, wallet, things like that. It does feature a small interior pocket as well. And that pocket does feature a vintage Japanese Kofu fabric patch, which is an awesome touch. This pocket does also feature velvet piping, and then the pocket itself is sort of a cotton twill. It's unlined, so it has that raw natural leather on the inside. Basically just a mid-sized bag with incredible material and dyeing processing to it. Somebody buy this bag before I do, because this thing is absolutely sick and just an awesome accessory to add to any outfit. All right, and starting off the tops section of the video for the first piece, we have here, this is their jumbo Sublig tee in this really nice heather gray colorway. This is more of a jersey cotton. It has a little bit amount of stretch. And their jumbo silhouette is their take on a slightly oversized and boxy t-shirt. It features a chest pocket, usually a wide neck opening. This one is tagged a size 3 and fits a true to size large. They do have some pretty cool hand stitch detailing here along the hem. I do have these tees in a bunch of different colorways. So here we have a yellow. This one is more of a loose gauge cotton, also tagged a size 3. Basically the same exact details as the one before. And this also comes in a nice light blue colorway and a light green colorway. So if you guys are interested in sort of basic t-shirts from Vism that can go well with any outfit, definitely look into these. Next up, we have once again another jumbo tee from Vism. This one is actually vegetable dyed. So what they do is they extract plant matter out of vegetables and dye the shirt in that. So this is an extremely deep red colorway, and this is a color that can be found in nature, which I think is really cool that they can get such a deep hue of red from a natural dye. But yeah, basically the same details as before. This one is tagged a size 3 as well, and from the Spring Summer 2019 collection. These are known to be very hard to match the color twice, so every single time you get a vegetable dyed or a natural dyed item from Visvim, they are completely unique. Plus, they will fade beautifully over time with wear. Okay, and finishing up the tees, we have once again another jumbo tee, but this is a crash blue colorway. This one is tagged a size 2 and fits a true to size medium, and it's from the Spring Summer 2023 collection. So this was just last season. I picked up this colorway along with the black colorway that I'm wearing now, and basically this is their take on a worn in vintage t-shirt. So it has really authentic fading here along the shoulders. It does feature hand distressing along the collar, the cuffs, and the hem as well. And then they do feature this distressing and paint splatter detailing work throughout. Once again, just a really authentic vintage looking t-shirt, which I think is super impressive. You can see what the original colorway was on the inside here and where it faded to, which I think is a really awesome look into the processing of Visvim. And yeah, so I got this black colorway too. You can see the fading along the shoulders. Really love these tees. All right, and moving on to shirting for the first piece we have here. This is Vism's Duke shirt, Foliage. This is in a really luxurious and silky feeling rayon fabric, featuring a foliage sketch print all the way throughout. This one is tagged a size 4 and fits close to a true to size extra large, and this is from the Spring Summer 2018 collection. This one does feature a slightly oversized and boxy fit, a button front placket that uses these really nice bamboo buttons. It does feature one chest pocket and 2 waist pockets. Basically a Hawaiian style printed rayon shirt, super comfortable and perfect for the summer. Next up, we have Vism's Irving shirt. This one uses their slub rayon fabric, so definitely less silky feeling than the previous shirt and more of a textured cotton. This one is tagged a size 5, and from the Spring Summer 2019 collection. The Irving shirts are usually characterized by a regular fit with a front button placket, an open collar, and then 2 chest pockets. This one features really nice buffalo horn buttons and embroidery here on the left chest pocket, and then turning it around we have this incredible Peerless branded embroidery motif on the back. That is a drunk tiger, which is a sign of good fortune in Japan. Basically a summer shirt with a nice pop of color for your basic summer outfit. All right, next up we have Visvim's Longrider shirt. This one is tagged a size 2 and from the Spring Summer 2015 collection. So their Longrider is usually characterized by a regular fit with an elongated body length. This one is made out of a very, very nice lightweight and crinkled cotton. Definitely a basic button-up shirt, more of a dress shirt style. If you guys are looking for basic dress shirts from Visvim, you cannot get better than this. It actually features this really nice striped colorway, as you can see. It does feature a front button placket using these really nice vegetable ivory nut buttons. The sleeves themselves are adjustable as well. Turning it around, we have their signature woven detail here on the neck with a really nice damaged brass button, which is Visvim branded as well. But yeah, like I said, if you're looking for a basic dress shirt from Visvim, look no further than this. Super lightweight, very cool textured cotton, which some really nice pinstriping detailing throughout. All right, and moving along, here we have an Albacore Lungta shirt. This one is tagged a size 2 and fits a true to size medium. This one is from the Fall Winter 2020 collection. It is made out of an original spun premium Egyptian Giza Oxford cotton. It has a really nice midweight to it with some nice texture as well. The Lungta has a regular fit throughout, a front button placket, and then one chest pocket. We do have buttoned collar stays here on the front as well as the back. We do have these darting on either side of the shoulders just to give you that extra room, and then we do have a coat hanger here as well. The buttons themselves are this really nice vegetable ivory nut, and then we do have a Kofu fabric patch here at the hem, which is a really nice detail. And then the star of the show are these fabric elbow inserts. So these ones are a Katie cloth with a bandana print over it, and then this is vegetable dye to give it this really nice green colorway throughout. Exceptional detailing here and color variation across the bandana, and definitely makes a regular button-down shirt a lot more exciting and gives you that Japanese flair that Visvim does so well. So yeah, if you guys are interested, this one is up for a great price. I really suggest you check it out. All right, next up we have this Black Elk flannel from the Spring Summer 2011 collection. This one is tagged a size medium and fits true to size. The Black Elk has a regular fit throughout with a front button placket and then 2 buttoned patch chest pockets. The buttons themselves are vegetable ivory nut. We do have that same woven collar detail here on the back. This one is a mid-weight flannel woven with beautiful blends of whites, blues, and pinks. This one has faded beautifully over time. Again, this is from 2011, and you can see that it has stood the test of time and will last probably another 10 years if taken well care of. Just an awesome Visvim staple. All right, and finishing up the shirting section of the video, here we have Visvim's Ingall shirt 2. So this is their second iteration of the Ingall shirt. This one is tagged a size 2 and fits a true to size large. This one is from the Fall Winter 2021 collection. It is made out of a luxurious cotton and silk blend fabric, so is it extremely lightweight and flowy throughout. The fabric itself was indigo skin dyed with this really nice striping detailing throughout, and you can see the texture and the color variation. The Ingall 2 shirt has a oversized and boxy silhouette with a front button placket, 1 chest pocket, and then a nice mandarin collar. The buttons themselves are made out of a buffalo horn button. The sleeves themselves are adjustable as well. But yeah, just a basic flowy oversized button-up shirt, perfect for summer, perfect for Florida specifically. Just throw it over any t-shirt and shorts and boom, you have a really interesting outfit, and makes me excited to sort of layer in summer, which is pretty hard to do. But yeah, I'm loving this shirt. All right, moving on to the outerwear section of the video. For the first piece, we have an incredible Pine Ridge swing top jacket from the Spring Summer 2016 collection. This one is tagged a size 2 and fits a true to size medium. The swing top has a regular fit throughout with a front zippered closure and then 2 slanted inset pockets, and it does feature ribbing here along the collar, the cuffs, and the hem. Definitely a bomber style silhouette. The zipper itself is a gold plated Swiss Riri zipper, which looks very nice against this brown outer fabric shell. The jacket is constructed using a very premium beach wool, which is a lightweight tropical wool that you can definitely wear in the summer, and you could wear this jacket pretty much year round. Any season this will work with, which is really awesome. The fabric itself is super lightweight and flowy on body. So yeah, again, just a very basic wool bomber from Visvim. Going to be insanely versatile in terms of styling and in terms of wearability year round. Moving on, one of the pieces I am most excited to show today, this one is their Barrow Henley cashmere. This piece is extremely old. It's from the Fall Winter 2007 collection. This is actually what inspired their now Barlow fleeces that they released a few seasons back. But definitely this is inspired by Patagonia fleeces. And they actually imported a Luro Piana cashmere for this piece, which just shows you Visvim's strive for quality. They wanted the best cashmere out there at the time, so they imported another brand's cashmere for this one, which is extremely cool. The cashmere itself is obviously very soft. It does have a quarter button snapped placket with some really nice nylon paneling throughout. The buttons themselves are planter snaps. Moving it down below, we do have a inset chest pocket with snap buttons and then some nice Visvim branding here right above it. We do have this nice polyester piping on the cuffs and the hem as well. This piece is extremely flowy and soft, very lightweight, and actually has some stretch to it as well. I can't get over how comfortable this piece is. Tagged a size large and fits true to size. Just incredible quality, details, and craftsmanship. All right, and next up we have the predecessor to the Barrow Henley I just shown. So this is the Barlow fleece. This one is tagged a size 3 and fits a true to size large, and it's from the Fall Winter 2022 collection. If you guys aren't familiar with the Barlow fleece, I did do a video, so check that one out if you want to get a little bit more in-depth look into this. But basically this is a double woven wool pile fleece. It features this really nice navy rayon paneling on the sleeves, on the chest pocket, and then the collar and the snap button placket. The Barlow definitely has an oversized fit with drop shoulders and a wide chest with a cropped body. It does feature that same rayon lining, which is extremely comfortable. So basically the same details as the Barrow fleece that I just showed before, but on a whole another level. Obviously Visvim steps it up every single season in terms of quality and construction, and they did not disappoint with this one. Moving right along, we have Visvim's Rune Pay coat. This one is tagged a size 3 and fits pretty oversized. This particular piece is from the Spring Summer 2017 collection. The shell is constructed out of a wool, linen, and mohair blend fabric that features this pinstriping effect, which is really nice. The shell itself has really nice texture to it. Definitely more of a dressier fabric, something that you would see typically on a blazer or a pair of dress pants. But this one obviously is a kimono inspired silhouette and definitely has the Japanese elements that you typically see on kimonos. So we have this sort of darting effect here on the neck, and then we have wool linen blend paneling featuring really nice embroidered details throughout. As you can see, we do have a V tapered neck opening, a closure tie, and then we do have that paneling down the collar itself. We do also feature these inset slanted pockets featuring very cool embroidered detailing. And then the sleeves themselves are very wide and oversized and have this really cool patchwork effect as well. But yeah, so if you guys are going for sort of a Japanese robe inspired, maybe going for like a John Mayer vibe, I would highly recommend this piece. It's very good for that. All right, moving right along, we have Visvim's Lakota Parka. This one is tagged a size 4 and fits very oversized from the Fall Winter 2021 collection. So the Lakota Parka takes inspiration from vintage mountain parkas. It has a very oversized fit with drop shoulders, a dual button front closure, including a snap button and then a Swiss Riri zip. We do have a slanted zip pocket and then 2 snap button waist pockets as well. Along with that, 1 patched chest pocket. The buttons themselves are this really nice damaged metal. And then we do feature some Swiss Riri zippers. This chest pocket in particular is Visvim branded, which I think is really awesome. The shell of this jacket is constructed using a nylon and cotton blend fabric. This piece was garment dyed and damage finished, so you have overall natural fading and color variation throughout, just to give it that sort of worn in and vintage texture. It does feature torso and waist adjustments using these drawstrings. Along with that, they do have hood and hood adjustments. This thing is completely lined out of a rayon fabric, which looks really nice and is very comfortable. Opening it up, we see the Visvim tag on the inside, and it does feature an interior chest pocket as well. But yeah, this is just a very basic oversized parka. Gonna be very good for the fall and winter months. Highly suggest this jacket. Next up, we have a very rare and coveted piece. This one is their ICT Grease Monkey coat. This one is tagged a size 4 and fits a true to size extra large and is from the Spring Summer 2018 collection. The coat is constructed out of a cotton and linen blend fabric that has extremely nice texture throughout. This one was garment dyed, damage processed, and then includes this paint splatter processing as well. So as you can see, it does feature some fading throughout along with paint splatter using vegetable plant matter, which I think is really cool. It does feature a front button placket with 2 buttonholes, so you can actually adjust the torso width of the coat itself. The buttons themselves are Pulis branded, which I think look very good. It does feature 2 waist pockets. These are patched pockets as well. The sleeves themselves are pretty straight fitting, and they are lined in this really nice broadcloth fabric. So if you want to turn the cuffs up and give it a little bit more dimension, I think that looks really nice. Moving up to the collar, it does have a cross collar closure with this button. Bringing it down, we do have this signature ICT patching, which usually consists of a vintage Kofu fabric patch. And then we do have that same broadcloth fabric detail here at the neck that we saw on the sleeve lining. Turning it around, we have a fishtail design here at the back. And yeah, basically just an oversized trench coat featuring this incredible paint splatter processing using vegetable plant matter. Moving on, we have another hitter. So this is the Chamdo fishtail parka from Visvim. This one is tagged a size 2 and fits extremely oversized. I would say this fits usual size 4 or 5 in Visvim. This one is from the Fall Winter 2020 collection. The shell is constructed out of a cotton and nylon blend fabric that has really nice texture. This piece was mud overdyed as well, so you can see sort of a dirty overlay texture through it. Definitely gives it that worn in, lived in vibe. The piece itself is inspired after the military parkas, but they also wanted to blend the elements of Tibetan robes. So that's where you see this military and Tibetan sort of a vibe to it. So we have a side zip and button snap closure. As you can see, this does use really nice Swiss Riri zips and then their original buttons as well. We do have some military patch details here on the other side. Along with that, a slanted snap button pocket. We do have some adjustments here for the torso using these adjustment strings. The sleeves themselves are very oversized and balloon-like and feature adjustments using very nice buffalo horn buttons. The lining is consisting of a very lightweight cotton fabric that makes it extremely comfortable to wear. And yeah, basically just a very, very oversized robe mixed with a military parka. Very cool, very interesting take on this piece, and only something that Visvim would come up with. All right, and finishing up the parkas for the video, we have an incredible ICT 6.5 fishtail parka. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the 6.5, this just takes inspiration from the military M51 parka. So it has very, very similar design aesthetic to it. This one is tagged a size 3 and fits slightly oversized. I would recommend it for someone who is a typical size 4 in Visvim. This one is from the Spring Summer 2020 collection. It does feature a dual snap button and front zipper closure. We have raglan sleeves, military patching detailing here on the chest, and then we have 2 snap button fold over slanted pockets as well. This one does feature torso adjustments. Along with that, the drawstrings are also on the hem as well. This piece is completely constructed out of a crinkled rayon fabric. It is absolutely incredible. This one was mud overdyed and damage processed as well, so you can see this dirty mud overlay with incredible fading along these panels. The hitter of this piece is these incredible Kofu sleeves. This uses a mix of social sculpture denim and vintage Japanese Kofu paneling with this patch repair work throughout, which I think looks absolutely incredible. This is definitely one of those pieces from Visvim that is going to be worth a lot more in the long run. Anything with Kofu is going to be worth boatloads just because the fabric is so hard to find nowadays, and especially because the processing of this piece is super, super unique. I could see this being one of the grails down the line for Visvim. Opening it up, we do have a rayon lining as well. Along with that, a Japanese Kofu fabric patch at the neck. This piece is just absolutely incredible. I could talk about it for days for the material processing and then the elbow inserts as well. Just absolutely blows my mind every time I look at it. They are pretty expensive, but I do think it is worth the market price that they're at, and I think they're actually going to go up in the long run. So highly, highly recommend you pick up this piece if you are interested. All right, and moving it right along, we have this very nice Benny jacket from Visvim. This one is tagged a size 2 and fits a true to size medium. This particular piece is from the Fall Winter 2017 collection. It is constructed out of a heavyweight cotton canvas fabric. This piece was garment dyed and damage processed, so you do have really nice color variation and fading throughout. The Benny jacket usually has a regular fit with a front button placket featuring 1 chest pocket and 2 patched waist pockets. This particular version features this really nice hand stitching throughout the pocket opening, which I think looks really nice. And then we do have these vegetable ivory nut buttons as well. Just a basic sort of coverall style jacket. This one does have adjustable sleeves that are slightly cropped as well. This is one of those pieces that is cheap, very versatile, and you could probably wear it all year round, which is really nice. And the color itself lends it to be worn with pretty much anything in your wardrobe. All right, moving it along, we have once again another Benny jacket, but this one is actually a crash iteration from the Spring Summer 2018 collection and tagged a size 3 and fits closer to a size large. This one was a personal pickup for me, and to be honest, one of my Visvim grails that I had been looking for years. It is constructed out of a cotton herringbone fabric, which has a a really nice mid-weight to it, but yet has a good amount of flowiness. It does have some really nice contrast brown vegetable ivory nut buttons. The same silhouette as the Benny jacket showed before, except this just has this incredible crash distressing throughout. As you can see, we do have some patch repair, paint splatter, even dirt marks. I mean, this thing is absolutely incredible. As you can see, turning it around, just insane patch repair work all the way throughout this piece. One of my favorite parts of it is this contrast indigo fabric here along the sleeve. I think looks very, very nice. But I just am so amazed when Visvim can create an item that looks like it's 100 years old when it is completely brand new. It's just very impressive to do that authentically, and I absolutely love this piece, and I'm so glad I can add it to my collection. All right, moving it along, another piece I'm very excited to add to my collection. This is the Social Sculpture Baker coverall in their custom dry denim fabric. This one is tagged a size 3 and fits a true to size large, and it's from the Fall Winter 2021 collection. So the Baker coverall has a wide and oversized fit featuring a drop shoulder design. It is slightly cropped in the body and has a front button placket. It does feature one patched chest pocket and 2 patched waist pockets. The buttons themselves are this really nice metal with peerless branding that have also been hand painted. Like I said before, it is made using their custom dry denim fabric, which is Visvim's take on a vintage pair of denim, how it will fade, how it will feel over time. So what they do is they actually extract all the oil out of the denim itself, and it gives this very rough and dry textured feel, much like that of vintage denim. Along with that, they do some damaged and processing to it to give it that vintage look. So that includes usual paint splatter, detailing, and things like that. Turning it around, we do have a Visvim Peerless embroidered detailing here on the back in red, which looks really good against the contrasting blue. And yeah, basically just an oversized coverall with that vintage denim sort of effect to it. All right, moving right along, we have a pretty rare piece from their ICT collection. This one is their Social Sculpture Section Gang coverall. This one is tagged a size 4 and fits a true to size extra large. And this one is from their Fall Winter 2018 collection. So the Section Gang has a slightly oversized fit with a front snap button placket, and then also does feature these patched waist pockets as well. It is constructed out of their custom 8-ounce Social Sculpture denim that has been one washed and damage processed. So as you can see, it does have really nice fading along the seams. Along with that, they did do some damage processing along the shoulders and the elbows as well, which looks really, really authentic. The buttons themselves is their custom damaged metal snap buttons. Looking into the lining itself, we do have a custom cotton lining featuring their signature Native American battle motif throughout. And then we do have a vintage Japanese kofu fabric patch at the neck, which is very standard for ICT items. Turning it around, we see what makes this piece so rare and covetable. Here we have an American flag motif made out of a patchwork design of custom US made bandana fabrics. Along with that, they do use their custom Native American lining as well. So as you can see, very Native American inspired with that Japanese flair. And the attention to detail on this is absolutely incredible. Okay, and next up we have Visvim's ICT bandana kerchief down jacket. Sort of a take on a Western style shirt jacket. So we have a front snap button placket, 2 chest pockets, which are also snapped buttons. We have Western style detailing here on the front yoke. As you can see, again, oversized drop shoulder fit with balloon-like sleeves. The sleeves themselves are adjustable, and then as you can see, the entire construction of the shell is made from a patchwork design of vintage bandanas, all in a red colorway. As you can see, some bandanas vary in the shades of red they are in, which is a really nice touch. Some details here. We have snap buttons that are hand damaged and processed to give it sort of a vintage, worn in look. The entire jacket was mud overdyed in Amami Island in Japan. This sort of gives it a worn in, sort of dirty, vintage overlay character throughout. The lining consists of a really nice rayon fabric, as you can see. So this fabric is very comfortable, and it features a Native American battle throughout the print. And it actually does feature coloring using mud, indigo, and cochineal dyes. This being from the ICT collection, we do have a vintage Japanese Kofu fabric patch, which was indigo dyed as well. This one is tagged a size 3 and fits sort of like an extra large. If you guys are interested, please do look at the measurements listed on the post on my Instagram itself. And it does come with all the original tags as well. Okay, moving on to the next piece, we have an iris liner jacket from the Fall Winter 2019 collection. This one is tagged a size 3 and fits a true to size large. This particular piece is the iris liner jacket, not to be confused with the iris jacket from Visvim. So this is the more regular, slim fitting cut of the jacket, meant to be worn as an inner layer, but nonetheless, this is inspired after traditional military liners. It does feature a front zipper placket and then 2 slanted inset pockets, adjustable sleeves using these really nice damaged metal snap buttons. We do have some cotton herringbone piping here along the collar, along the hem, and along the cuffs as well, which gives you that really nice durability. The shell of this jacket is constructed out of a quilted nylon fabric, which really gives it that military vibe. Turning it around, we do have some really nice darting effects here on the shoulders as well. This piece is completely reversible, and it uses a reversible Swiss Riri zipper. So I'll show you the other side now. So here is the other side. This side is constructed out of a gray rayon fabric, and it does feature the same nylon on the shell side as paneling details. So as you can see, we do have this really cool sleeve paneling along with armpit paneling as well. This side features slanted patch pockets. Along with that, we do have some cotton herringbone reinforcement here. These jackets come with buttonholes so that you can actually attach them as liners in accommodating coats, which is a really nice detail. And yeah, just a basic reversible military liner. All right, next up we have another iris liner jacket, but this one is in a very nice pink nylon. So pretty much the same details as the one before, but I do want to note this particular iris was mud overdyed, one of the few iris liners that are actually mud overdyed. But yeah, like I said, same exact details as before. So let me just show the reversible side. So here is the reversible side. As you guys probably know by now, this is one of the most coveted irises because it features this incredible candy stripe detailing here on the bottom section of the jacket. This one is from the Spring Summer 2019 collection, and it's just absolutely incredible. If you get up close and personal, you can even see some of the dirting effects along this paneling here, and it just gives it such an awesome look. This is definitely a statement piece, but if worn correctly, can actually give a very subtle pop of color into your outfit, especially if you're wearing this as a liner jacket with sort of an olive military parka over it. I think that would look very good. But yeah, just a really awesome jacket from Visvim. All right, and moving along, we have Visvim's Red Sun souvenir jacket in the olive colorway. This one is tagged a size 3 and fits a true to size large, and it is from the Spring Summer 2021 collection. So the Red Sun souvenir has a slightly oversized fit with a dropped shoulder design. Along with that, it does feature adjustable sleeves with a front zippered placket. This one is constructed out of a beautiful, luxurious rayon fabric that is extremely flowy and comfortable on body. It does feature a Visvim branded Swiss Riri zipper, and it does also offer very cool embroidery detailing on the chest and back. So here we have a hand-stitched production number of 305. We have a drunk tiger and then a Japanese symbol that means good fortune. We do also have these side inset pockets that are slightly slanted as well. Along with that, we have an elasticated waist. Turning it around, we have the coolest part of the jacket in my opinion. So we have some Peerless and FIL Tokyo branding. Along with that, we have embroidered detailing of all the FIL locations in Japan, which is very, very cool to see. Opening it up, we have a very nice and comfortable rayon fabric as the lining. So this thing is extremely flowy, comfortable, and lightweight. Definitely good to layer in summer and things like that. And yeah, I think it's just a versatile piece. Takes inspiration from vintage Japanese souvenir jackets, but obviously gives it that Visvim flair and aesthetic that we have all come to love. All right, next up, we have quite possibly one of the rarest items that I have had the pleasure of owning for the shop. So if you guys aren't familiar with this piece, this is the Lakeshore souvenir jacket in silk. This is from the Spring Summer 2023 collection and is tagged a size 5. This piece is completely constructed out of Mawada silk. If you guys aren't familiar with that fabric, I do recommend you guys look up the dissertation that Visvim did on it. And if you want to look up the write-up that I did on this specific piece, you can go to my Instagram and read it there. But basically, it is an extremely hard process and a rare fabric to use, and it gives us a very durable silk fabric with incredible texture and luster throughout. So this, once again, is inspired after vintage Japanese souvenir jackets. So we do have some really cool embroidered detailing here on the chest. These are the same embroidery that we saw on the Red Sun souvenir jacket. We do have some contrast paneling here on the slanted inset pockets. Along with that, we have some really cool contrasting sleeves as well. These ones are balloon style with ribbing on the cuffs, on the hem, and on the collar as well. Turning this guy around, we have an incredible embroidery of every single store location across the world, which I think is very, very cool. This piece is completely reversible as well and does use a reversible Swiss Riri zip. So I'll go ahead and show you guys the other side right now. Okay, so here is the other side. This side is also made out of a Mawada silk along with the filling of the jacket itself. So it is extremely hard to produce and very time consuming jacket to make. This side is obviously made out of a quilted silk fabric. As you can see, this embroidery throughout. It does have a VS embroidery here on the chest as well. And then we do have the typical paneling that we saw on the other side on the pockets and then on the sleeves as well. And then turning it over, we have sort of a musical style inspired embroidery with some Visvim branding as well, which is absolutely incredible. This one is hand signed by Hiroki. Just so you know, it is a very, very special piece, as you can see, and was made in extremely limited numbers. And yeah, once again, just an incredible piece from Visvim. This one was pre-order exclusive, so only people who went to the trunk show could order this one. So very, very grateful to have it. And very honored to be able to list it for the shop. Next up, we have once again another rare piece. This is their Straveler down vest Overdye in a really nice orange colorway. This one is from the Spring Summer 2020 collection and tagged a size 3. I would say it does fit a little bit oversized. Maybe if you're closer to a true to size 4 in Visvim, this would be the one that you would get. But it was made out of a nylon fabric that was garment dyed in this very nice orange colorway. So you can see it does have some cool color variation throughout. Some shades of red, some shades of orange. And then this piece also was mud overdyed in Amami, Japan. So it does have sort of this worn in vintage character. This obviously has motorcycle vest inspirations. It does feature a multitude of Swiss Riri zippers throughout. So we have a Swiss Riri zipper asymmetrical front closure. Along with that, we do have two slanted zipped waist pockets. We also have a buttoned snap pocket here with their custom damaged metal buttons. We do have some lapel stays with these snap buttons, which I think is a really nice touch. And then we do also have the snap buttons on the shoulder straps as well. Moving it around, we also have some detailing here with metal snap buttons on the back portion, and then we have some really cool darting effect here on the shoulders just to give you that more room when wearing. The inside is made out of a crinkled rayon fabric, which is extremely comfortable, and it also does feature a custom belt here with their original metal hardware, which is a really nice look. This one was also pre-order exclusive, so only those who went to the trunk show could order it. So it makes this piece extremely rare and a really nice pop of color to add to any of your outfits. Okay, and next up we have Vism's Kuba Down Reversible Vest. This one is from the Fall Winter 2016 collection and is tagged a size 3. It does have a slim fit, so I do recommend it for a true to size medium. The vest was constructed out of a very densely woven nylon and cotton blend fabric, creating a really nice weather cloth that has incredible dry, rough texture throughout. It does have a quilted outer shell, and it does also feature a Polish white goose down filling, making it extremely warm for the colder months. It does have a front zippered placket using a Swiss reversible Riri zipper. It does also feature side inset pockets as well. The entire vest features this really nice cotton herringbone piping down the collar, the arm opening, and the hem as well. So like I said, this thing is completely reversible, so I will show you the other side now. All right, and here is the other side. It uses a very premium brushed cotton fabric featuring this incredible mountaineering style print throughout the entire piece. Definitely going to be a really cool pop of color in the colder months. This side also does feature the same inset pockets as shown on the previous side. And I do want to note that it does feature buttonholes so that you can actually attach this as a liner in an accommodating coat. But yeah, a very fun vest for the winter. Gonna keep you warm and gonna be a little bit more interesting than a regular normal vest. All right, and finishing up the vests for the video, here we have an ICT Iris liner vest from the Fall Winter 2018 collection. This one is tagged a size 3 and fits a true to size large. This being the Iris vest, it takes all the details that we saw in the Iris liner jacket, but obviously this is a vest version. So we do have a reversible front zippered placket, these side inset pockets, and then buttonholes for attachment as a liner as well. This particular piece is constructed using a 100% hemp shell fabric, which has an incredible texture throughout. The shell specifically was stencil dyed using an ancient Japanese stencil dyeing technique called katazome. If you guys aren't familiar with this dyeing method, I do recommend to check out Vism's dissertation that they did on it, and then also check out my write-up that I did on this piece. But basically, they apply a stencil to the garment. They use a spatula to brush the dye over that stencil, and it applies the square shown here. Basically, that process has to be repeated for every single square that you see, so you can imagine how long something like that might take. Every single square is unique to one another, which is really awesome. As you can see, some squares are more faded than others, and it just makes the processing of this piece just absolutely incredible. It does require a very skilled craftsman to complete this dyeing method that takes years to perfect. And like I said, this piece is completely reversible, so I will show you the other side now. All right, and here is the other side. This side is constructed using a gray rayon fabric, basically the same details as the other side, but the pockets here are slanted patch pockets instead. But yeah, just an incredible vest from their Indigo camping trailer. Okay, and saving the best for last, this one is a personal pickup for me, and quite honestly might be my favorite pickup from the entire year. So this is their spring summer 2012 varsity jacket IT. This one is tagged to size 3 and fits a true to size large. So Visvim does take inspiration from vintage varsity jackets, so we do see similar details throughout. So we do have some raglan sleeves, a front zippered placket using a very nice gold plated Swiss Riri zipper with a really nice vegetable tanned leather zipper pull. We do also see these side slanted inset pockets on either side, and then this really nice cotton ribbing along the hem, the cuffs, and the collar as well. This particular piece uses an incredible thin lambskin suede leather. As you can see, this does feature really nice fading and color variation throughout the panels of leather used. We also do see elements of the raw nature of the hide. As you can see, these lines here on this front panel, on this side as well. Turning it around, we do see again very incredible color variation throughout the piece. This thing is absolutely amazing to look at. Opening this piece up, we do see it is completely unlined and very flowy. Like I said before, the leather used is extremely thin and breathable. As you can see the thinness of the leather here on the pocket. So this piece is perfect for where I live. Very thin suede that's not very hot. And yeah, I'm super excited to add this to my collection and to wear it for years to come. Excited to add my own fades and my own color variation through the piece itself, and excited to see how it lives with me. All right, and that's it for today's video. Please let me know down in the comments below what your favorite pickup from the video was. I'd be very interested to see. Obviously, mine was the varsity jacket IT. That piece is absolutely spectacular. But yeah, let me know down below. If you guys haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Follow me on Instagram and Grailed. The links will be in the description below. Also, don't forget to put post notifications both on this YouTube channel and my Instagram account so you don't miss any of the Visvim content or the Visvim listings that I'll be doing in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.